Population dynamics is the changes in population over time. Population size may increase or decrease depending on demographic factors. Natality, which is also called birth, causes an increase in population size due to the biotic potential of the population. In addition, there can be an increase in the population brought by immigration where new members are introduced but not through birth. On the other hand, a decrease in population happens because of death or mortality. Also, emigration decreases the population for it exhibits a dispersal mechanism. However, the effects of these factors are not mutually exclusive. Although it may seem that there is no correlation between these factors, they still affect one another. For example, a high birth rate may cause a population to reach the carrying capacity of their environment quickly. Thus, immigration will cause the population to stabilize, if not decline. Furthermore, population growth can be depicted using two models, mathematical and prediction. Under mathematical models are life tables, survivorship curve, and age structures. Under prediction models are exponential models and logistic or sigmoidal models. Exponential models assume that the beginning of the growth is slow and it speeds up as the size of the population grows, forming a J-shape. On the other hand, logistic models assume that the population increases slowly, then more rapidly after some time. Before reaching the carrying capacity, it slows down again, and finally, when carrying capacity is reached, it starts to decline. It forms an S-shape. Density-independent factors are limiting factors that affect population growth. As its name suggests, these factors are independent of the population density. Thus, its intensity or strength will remain constant regardless of how big or small the size of the population is. Severe weather conditions, pollution, and natural disasters such as typhoons and earthquakes are density-independent factors because the effects of these will not be greater or lesser given that the population is large or small. Because density-independent factors are not affected by population, it may lead to erratic changes in population size and may put small populations at risk of getting wiped out. Additionally, population growth can be regulated through biotic factors. First is competition within the population, given that the available resources are population dependent as well. A high-density population equates to the need for more resources, hence effectuating competition for acquiring the necessities for survival and reproduction in the likes of food, shelter, and water. Consequently, predation occurs in high-density populations as predators are inclined to consume individuals in a given high-density environment and cause a decline in the prey's population while expanding theirs. Next, disease and parasitism tend to be transmitted in a compacted environment that may also be related to the perils of waste accumulation in high-density populations because of the possible spread of toxic waste products. Moreover, population genetics involves genes and genotype frequency changes. This entails natural selection, which is concerned with the differential survival and reproductive success of the individual's genetic frequencies in a population. In comparison, genetic drift refers to the genotype frequency changes due to genetic losses. Knowing the limits to population growth and what affects it helps us build a sustainable economic development plan for humans. For businesses, they use statistics on demography like birth and mortality rates to calculate insurance rates. Yet, the study of population dynamics is not only beneficial for humans, but to other living species. Data gathered from the studies are used to predict a species' growth or decline. This will help determine which species need to be protected the most. It also helps maintain economically beneficial species, conserving endangered ones, and controlling the number of pests. Thus, the study of population dynamics is essential for the development and conservation of the natural world. This has been Group 1 of Science 11B. Thank you for your time.